Yeah. Dojang is like the technical Korean term, but
More people looking for like self-defense, or do you see more people looking for like the sport?
you know, that's a great question. I think it's a pretty good blend of both. I would definitely think that more people come in for self-defense, but the reality with self-defense is I think the way that you carry yourself, the positions that you put yourself in a day-to-day, that really dictates whether you're going to be able to protect yourself. Not so much of the what, but the how, and then just the situational awareness, the way that you carry yourself too. Like especially here at Fusion, and especially in a south suburb like this, very heavy on kid. Activity. We have a lot of incredible adult practitioners, especially in the competitive realm. But for the kids, I think it's really just understanding, again, some of those tenets. There's so many activities now that just don't emphasize things like courtesy, respect, discipline, confidence, self-empowerment. And so being able to have an activity like this, I really think goes a long way. As far as like the ability to truly defend yourself, that comes from years of repetition. It comes from feeling the impact. And so, you're never going to be optimized for self-defense in a short duration. It really does take a long period of time, but there are some good tenets that we can definitely build off of. And so starting with that, with a good stance. So a good stance that I always like to see starting out is we're going to be about feet shoulder width apart, and then our right leg just dropping back to where you're comfortable. If you came up doing like a board sport, maybe you like to be a little bit more horizontal. If you came up maybe in like a football orientation, maybe you like to be a little bit more squared. Find what's comfortable for you. We're going to start with the upper body. And again, doing more of a kickboxing and boxing style. Shoulders are going to be up, chin is down. The most important part of your body from the self-defense application is your head. Always got to be protecting your head. So the shoulders coming up, that chin dropping down, that's going to protect our jawline for impact. Now we're going to start with a number one punch. For setting up our hands, fingertips are going to roll into the center of our palms. Thumbs are going to lock on top. We never trap the thumb. We never let the thumb linger out to the side. So we make sure that thumb is right behind the knocking knuckles. 2 points of contact, our index and middle knuckle reinforced by the 2 bones in your forearm. So everything should be straight and tight and engaged a little bit in that forearm. So when we throw out our first punch, number one, we're going to extend out. I'll just go on side profile so you guys can see, but when we extend out, that shoulder comes up to the jawline. So you can see this concept of if I can hit someone, they can also hit me. So it's very important to be thinking about defense even as we're firing out. So just right back from guard. And I just want you guys to work on your own cadence, just working off of that number one punch. The best fighters in history always fall with a sword and a shield. So as you're firing out your sword with that punch, make sure that you do have your shield up, the knocking knuckles right to the side of the temple, back heel off the ground as well. Let's just go ahead and roll that for about 20 seconds or so. Good. Focusing on our breath in through the nose.
Also, Danny, you can move around.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't sign a waiver, sir, so I do need you moving around because if you're static for too long, you may pass out.
Yeah.
Right? So we gotta keep the legs moving. Good circulation. Good. And then thinking as well, all right, as we extend out, coming back in, retracting as quick as we accelerate out. So it's quick out and then quick back in. Good. From here, we go into a number two punch. So later in a little bit, we'll work on the bag and stuff. And as we're doing that, giving different call outs. So now going into our number two punch, which is going to be our right hand, accelerating out, linear trajectory still, and then coming right back into that guard. So number two punch, and then right back into guard. Again, discipline in that front hand though. Ready, hit. Good. And again, about 10, 15 seconds here. Exhale on the strike. When I was coming up, I got to do a bunch of different martial arts. Keep working. When I came up, my coach always emphasized the importance of breathing and cadence with our breath, exhaling out when we're making contact, because again, that mindset of if I can hit someone, they can hit me back. So I always want to be braced. We never want to hold our breath, because we hold our breath, then we get hit. That air is going to get forced out. Going to be uncomfortable. If you ever gotten the wind knocked out of you, that's what's going to happen a lot of times with impact. But we're not going to be doing too much impact today. We're going to take care of you guys. But now building combo 1, 2. The biggest mistake I see is people accelerating because they want to go super fast and then both hands come out. No Superman style here. Yeah, no Superman style. 1, 2, and then right back into guard. So again, that sword and shield mindset. 1, 2, right back into guard. One lung, one fluid breath, and then right back into guard. And again, keeping that chin down, protecting the head, shoulders. That's why you see a lot of the professional fighters nowadays, they got those big, strong necks to brace for that impact, to train the body for that impact and to be prepared always. Good, good. And then again, remembering that backhand, all right, when we're throwing out that one, right to the side of the temple, right to the side of the temple, protecting. 1, 2, right back into guard. All right, sweet, excellent guys. Let's go ahead and let's test your listening. All right, facing this way, courtesies, trip. And respectful bow, kyung-ye. All right, let's go ahead and let's hit some stuff because I think that's the most fun part. All right.
You guys hear us okay? Press 1 if you can.
All right. So Lizzie, if you maybe want to partner up with Emma, and then Jeremy, you and I can work together, my friend.
Let's go, Lizzie.
All right, so the way that we're gonna hold is we're gonna just put our hand through that strap, and then we have that that handle right there. So this is soft pads. So we're gonna be okay with no glove on right now. But again, keeping that discipline and guard. And then with our right hand, we're giving a little bit of resistance. So Lizzie, we're not trying to like squash each other, but a little bit of resistance. And so Jeremy, I'm gonna have you demonstrate, my friend, lead hand. Are you just punching out number 1, and then following up, pivoting on that back, and then firing out 2. Boom, just like that, all right? And so just working off of that guard a little bit with rhythm. And then Lizzie, you get to be the boss right now. All right, and so you're the coach, all right? You're the Mickey. All right, there's our Rocky. All right, good. All right, excellent. And then just coming through off of 1, 2. So combo 1, 2, and then right back into that guard. Let's go ahead and roll that for about a minute, minute and a half. Ready, go. Up. Good, nice job.
Yeah.
Good. Whoosh. Up. Up. Whoosh. Good shot.
What?
Good. Up.
Sam strong. I missed.
That's all right. Yeah, again, that linear trajectory, not throwing down, but throwing straight out.
I didn't
miss. It's a lot. No, for sure. It's that connection again between mind and body. It's a lot. It's rubbing belly, patting head, spinning in a circle, all at the same time.
I can see how much like
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good. Good. Excellent. All right, guys, and that'll be our time. And then Emma, you get to give a little bit of payback. All right, I'm just gonna be here and watch, maybe beat up Jeremy a little bit more. No, I'm okay. I'm okay. All right, guys. All right, so again, in that stance, in that guard. All right, Lizzie. All right, get it. 1 minute. Let's go, girl. Ready? Go. Good.
Was it left, right?
Yeah.
Left, right. Oh, there we go.
I don't like this. Why is it
No, you're doing great.
This is so much.
Whee!
SpongeBob arms. You're supposed to like go kind of like in boxing, like with your breathing.
Yeah, like, yeah, you're supposed to breathe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of that one lung theory that I have. When you're accelerating out for your punches, you're exhaling so that you're engaging the diaphragm, kind of bracing for that impact. That was a little superwoman right now.
Yeah.
All right, tighten it up. 1, then 2. No double punches. All right, that's definitely not a technique. I feel very confident in saying that's not going to be applicable.
Make sure you bring it back to your face so you feel like
A little bit, yeah.
1.
There's definitely, unfortunately, yeah, when I was coming up as a kid, not a lot of opportunities for like YouTube clips and stuff, but definitely had like the run, jump, flying like 7-year-old, completely missed the bag, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. All right, guys, and time. So now let's go ahead. Where a lot of my passion comes from within the sport of Taekwondo is really through the dynamic of movement. Movement is the key. You know, you kind of were asking a little bit about self-defense before. You know, again, avoiding the fight, de-escalating, and at the end of the day, if you have a position and opportunity to run and get the hell out, then that's what you should do, right? That's what you should do.
Yeah.
And respectfully, even me, like that's what I would do. And the last thing I ever do as a trained martial artist is I'm not walking around looking for a fight. And I think that's something that is a miss a lot of times, or like kind of a lost perception or misconception, is that fighters are mean people. Fighters are some of the nicest people because there's no anxiety, there's no concern in a situation because we train that, we're comfortable in contact. But initially, distance management, I think, is one of the most important things. So what we're gonna do next, and then Emma, I can take that, man. Okay. All right, fantastic. But let's go ahead and let's slide it to the back of the floor and let's work on that footwork a little bit more, but now advancing. And so we're gonna take the hands out for right now, but we're just gonna work with the lead leg. So I have a concept and a theory that as you advance, you want to make sure that you have a wide base. The biggest mistake that I see, especially from newer practitioners or newer fighters, is we step up together. And the moment that we step up together, we're very vulnerable to being tipped over. You think about just from a frame or a foundation, if the foundation or a kickstand on a bike is past the hip line, then the kickstand serves its purpose. But if the kickstand was directly under the bike is still going to tip. So as we advance, the lead leg steps, the back leg's going to slide. You're going to feel a little bit of friction. Probably, I mean, I guess good on you guys for wearing the socks. But just working through, staying in that guard. Shoulders are up, chin is down. My hope, again, smiling, sweating, and succeeding. But my hope too is that you're a little sore tomorrow, especially in the shoulders and the hips, all right, as we start to advance. But just working through, all right, on that movement of keeping a wide base. Then once we get to the front, moving the exact opposite. So now back leg stepping and then front leg sliding. So back leg stepping and then front leg sliding. Keeping the hand base up. As we start getting more confident with it, then we can add a little bit more bouncing and swaying and feinting. But initially, just kind of work that a few times for me. Maybe 2, maybe 3 times down and back, please. All right. Good. Nice. And just keeping that back heel off the ground. Beautiful. So stop right there, Lizzie. See how right now, right? Jokes. All right. Yeah, there we go. We want that strong foundation. Yes, ma'am. Good. All right, and then lead leg step. Good. All right. There you go. Just drag it a little bit. Yep. There we go. Nice job, guys. Once you guys are to the back, I'm gonna give you one more, and then I'm gonna push you a little bit and get a little bit of physical work in too. So now, advancing, now we're gonna add the hands. So we step on the jab, and then we slide on the cross. So we step on 1, slide on 2. So 1, 2, moving down. 1, 2, moving down. Are you guys sisters?
Yeah.
So you know the sibling face that you give each other? Who's the older? Right? So so I'm an older sibling as well.
Yeah.
You know the sibling face when like she does something stupid and kind of the chin drops, we look through the brow and we kind of give them that look, right? Right? That's what I want you to create while you're advancing. The shoulders are up, chin is down, kind of that looking through that furrowed brow. 1, 2. 1, 2 as we advance. All right, do your best. Ready, go. Good. And then yeah, Lizzie, for you, that look that you see all the time from your sister. All right, moving backwards is the exact opposite. So this is gonna be the tough one, but your back leg steps and then your front leg slide. So on the back leg step, jab, on the front leg slide, it's cross. So step on 1, slide on 2 always. Step on 1, slide on 2. Nice. And again, gripping with the ball of our foot, our toes. All right. All right, and then it wouldn't be martial art without push-ups, and so I'm going to take you guys through a good martial art push-up. So we talked about contact point with our punch. So we lead with those large 2 knuckles. So I want you to focus on digging those in the index and middle knuckle down into the ground. So good thing we got mats, but tight fist and a straight wrist. We're going to go into push-up position. Good, with our back straight. Ladies, you guys can bend in the knees, but my only ask is just making sure that we're keeping the back flat. Jeremy, non-negotiable, you gotta stay up. All right. All right, and on my call out of down, we go down, and then up, we come up and we count together 1 through 10. Ready, down, up, and it's 1. Good, down, up, and 2. Down, up, and 3. Beautiful. Down, up, and 4. Down, up, and 5. Down, up, and 6. Down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, hold. Hold yourself up 2 inches, halfway, all the way up, and 10. All right, very good. Shake out the hands. Very good, guys. All right.
Did you stop? Cheater.
No, we did great, guys. Again, all right, a success. If nothing else, I was tough, I was strong, I stayed on my knuckles. Moving into the dynamic of kicking. Kicking is really what makes the art of Taekwondo really famous. It's recognized as an Olympic sport because of its dynamic in kicking, much like boxing is recognized as an Olympic sport because of its dynamic of striking. So where I want to start is just a very simple technique called the front kick. Front kick is a linear trajectory technique. We're making contact with specifically the ball of our foot. So we're kicking up and down, making contact with the ball of the foot. The biggest thing that I need you guys to remember is just that there are 4 parts to the kick. So let's go ahead and let's start with our dominant side. Find that fighter stance. Our right leg is going to be in back. Point in the knee. The knee is the guide for the rest of the kick. So as we come up, we want to focus on pointing our knee towards our target. Additionally, with that, we want to be thinking about pulling our toes back. Ladies, if you guys have ever, well, I guess I shouldn't segregate, but if any of you guys have ever worn a high heel before, very important to just kind of visualize that foot position, because the ball of our foot, that's going to be our contact point for right now. So as we accelerate out on this linear trajectory, we want to be thinking about keeping our ankle straight. That contact point, again, with the ball of our foot. Shoulders are up, chin is down, and then our back leg kicking through, and then returning back into guard. There'll be a slight pivot in the base leg to open the hips up because I don't want the kick just to go up and down. I want the kick to have a little bit of forward acceleration as well. So full speed, it looks like this, and then returning back into guard. Point in the knee, return, and then back into guard. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and practice that for about 2 hours. Ready to go. Very nice. And just a little bit more definition in that point in the knee. My favorite part about martial art is you get to hit stuff. So just hit stuff for a little bit. Jeremy, my friend. Hup. Beautiful. And then contact with the ball of the foot. Right now, it's more of a traditional application. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, exactly. The bottom of the foot. Yep, that bottom part of the foot. Just like the high heel. Just like the high heel. Yep. Ready? Hup. Yes, sir. All right, Lizzie. Hup. Boom. And one more time, point to the knee because this is going to be a challenge of who's stronger between you and your sister. Good. Push. Excellent. All right. And hup. Nice. There you go. And hit. All right. And because you got some experience, let's go ahead and let's show off some skills. All right. So 1, 2, our jab cross. 1, 2, bop, bop. And again, 1, 2, bop, bop. Good. Kick. Hup. Push. Yeah. Nice, dude. And again, ready? 1, 2, bop, bop. Hit. Push. Yeah. Nice again. Hit. Push. One more. Hup. Good. 2. Oh. And again, 2. Push. Hup. Hit. Oh, nice job. Good stuff. All right. Good, good, good. All right, guys. And time. Again, showcasing that respect, courtesies, try it, and kyungye. All right, thank you very much. So right from here, I personally am getting a little bit hot. So if you guys want to grab a quick sip of water, now would be a great opportunity to do so. And then we'll come back and we'll keep working.
I'm drinking some water pump since like middle school.
Ready for the chat?
What? How are you doing? Is it rating? A rating? I give it punch kick out of
All right. So let's go ahead and Jeremy, earlier you were kind of asking about what self-defense versus sport and kind of that blend. Let's go ahead and let's start playing around a little bit more with like sport-oriented components now. And again, these sport-oriented stuff, this is stuff that I think is really beneficial for the sport. I think it would be a huge mistake if if a football player was like, oh yeah, I'm a tough guy because I play football. No, you play a sport and it's a very physical sport and you probably are tough in that sense, but you're not a fighter. You're not able to defend yourself just because you could play a sport. Same concept with Taekwondo. Taekwondo is a sport. Of course, we do the sport where there's punching and kicking, there's a lot of violence instilled, but it's all about control and there's tactic and strategy along with that. So getting started, we're gonna come back to that stance, but what we're gonna work on next is we're actually gonna work on advancing with our lead leg. And so the sliding concept is something that's really effective in our sport of Taekwondo. And we're gonna work more on a linear trajectory. Still, eventually we're gonna turn the hips over and we're gonna go into what's called a side kick, but we're gonna start out with just more of a pushing kick. In Muay Thai, it'll be referred to as a teep, but very similar, to our front kick. So the first action is just drawing our knee in. From here, pushing off of our base leg to slide and advance, and then extending out with the ball of the foot. Much like the jab in boxing is used to create distance, the lead leg in kicking is the same concept. So it's up, slide, and then kick. So just working on that concept. And let's go ahead. This is one that I definitely think is beneficial to work on a bag. So if we want to have, maybe Emma, if you want to start, and then Lizzie, Jeremy, you guys can just go ahead and set behind. But just working on the heavy bag, a little bit of rhythm, lead leg again, because the first thing we want is we want to make sure that there's a barrier between someone else and ourselves. And so a foot barrier here, pushing off of that base leg, and then making contact. So full speed here, and then up. All right, you can put as much power as you would like into it. Let's go ahead and let's just roll this for about a couple minutes so we can work on that concept. A little bit of rhythm, up, and then close distance. You don't have to be a hero and go from like a mile back. You can be pretty close for us initially, but yeah, Emma, let's just hit it and then run to the back. Up, boosh, beautiful. Emma's already turning her hips over, so we'll be able to maybe get into the next dynamic. There you go. So again, you don't have to outdo your sister right now. You can get close. All right, Lizzie, it's all good. All right, it's all good. Up. Yes, sir.
Okay, I got it.
It may be a little bit easier without the socks too. You maybe slide a little bit easier with the socks, but just being careful. That's the biggest thing I need. Up and then out. Yes, ma'am. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, it's still even more. Yes, ma'am. Up. There we go. Excellent. Good job, Lizzie. All right.
You did it that time?
Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. And respectfully, guys, the heavy bag has no feeling, so you get what you put out into it. And so feel free. Yeah, hit with power. There you go, Emma. Beautiful.
Woo!
Up. Push. There you go. Excellent. Good. There we go. That's the power we want to see. Yes, sir. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, no, that's great, man. That's great. Whoosh. Just rise up. Good. Good. All right. Excellent. All right, guys. So now we'll work with partner on pad. And for this one, Emma, I think you had some great power, so I'd love for us to work together. And then Jeremy, you can be chivalrous and work with Lizzie, set her up for success. So the body shield just covers ourselves a little bit more. Jeremy, my friend, I'm going to actually use you because then I can kick a little bit. So so you'll just drive those with the handles or with someone that has a little bit more length, like you, Jeremy, holding onto the corners. But we want to feel the impact. We want to start to understand what the impact is going to really feel like. So and then we're working on our breath as well. So again, just working off of rhythm, our lead leg picking up and then coming through on the contact for a kick. So again, just a little bit of rhythm, shift in weight to the back leg, lead leg coming up, and then just straight out there. So again, up, push. All right, but so now just again, working off of that rhythm, a little bit of distance management, just picking that lead leg up, advancing, and then firing out for the kick. We'll go one person for 1 minute, and then we'll switch through. All right, guys? All right, and ready, set, and go. All right, now, so, up. Yeah, good. And you were actually turning the hip over a little bit, which is great, and that's what we're going to kind of progressing towards. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, nice. Good job, Ella. Good. Whoosh. Yes, ma'am. Gosh. Good. Whoosh. And then for you, because you like the punching and you're familiar with it, landing off of that. A lot of times, in my matches, in my competition, I'll throw, and then as I land, I'll follow up with a reverse punch, the backhand punch. So if you want to start working that combo, boom, pow, yes, man. Nice, that was awesome. Hop, boosh. Good. Hop, ah, good. Boosh, ah, good. Oh. There you go.
Working my wrist.
Ah. Boosh. Getting some fight cred from, hopefully from the viewers, man. That's awesome. Great job, man. Boosh. Boosh. Good. Right, about 10 seconds left. Finish strong. Boosh. Ah. All right from there, let's go ahead and post. So Emma, Lizzie, you guys are just gonna post, and I just want rhythm punches. All right, on the pads, rhythm punches on the pads. All right, and let's just punch it out about 10 seconds. Ready, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right. Excellent. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and let's take that mechanic now off of the linear trajectory with the front kick, and let's turn the hips over. This is something that I think is very unique to Taekwondo. We're starting to see it a little bit more in the mixed martial art realm. A couple fighters using it, turning the body sideways, leading with the heel. But we refer to that as a side kick. So the side kick, so again, front kick in front of the hips, side kick coming off to the sides. I think the best way to kind of learn the mechanics initially is probably have a little bit of wall and support. So what I would like is if we want to come just to the front, we can use these bags up here for balance and stability. So just one bag per person. Yeah, Lizzie, if you want to go straight. And then we're actually going to use the bag for just a little bit of balance and support. Let's start. We've been doing our left leg. So yeah, let's start just everyone facing towards me, please. All right, and then we're just gonna use the bag for post. The first thing that I want, we gotta take care of our hips. Preservation, especially in Taekwondo, the #1 injury that we typically experience is a lot of hip and knee damage. And so very mindful of pivot. That rotational point is gonna really set your hips up for longevity. And so our base leg is gonna be pivoted 180 degrees away from where we're gonna be accelerating. We're gonna draw our left knee in as tight as we can to our chest. The objective that we're trying to create initially is heel, hip, and shoulder alignment. So everything should be straight. I'd like us just to feel that motion initially so that I can kind of confirm results. All right, here, heel, hip, shoulder, everything straight. My coach used to always tell me, the higher your knee, the higher your kick will be. So heel, hip, yes, sir. And then from there, extending out, we're gonna challenge you guys and struggle you. I have a philosophy and a mantra that I always teach to the students. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So we extend out off of that side kick, and then we're gonna hold heel, knee, hip, and shoulder all in a nice straight line throughout. All right, and so bringing in and doing your best. And this is why we started with the front kick instead, so we could at least feel the mechanics, but now we're getting into more of the traditional application of side kick. About a 3 to 5 second hold and then bring it back in, set down, shake out. All right, but you'll definitely feel that heat. So again, discipline in the base leg, knee to chest, and then smooth extension, and then retraction and pull back.
No,
Just 3 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5.
35.
That's beautiful. In my opinion, I think extension is probably the most important part, and you got to work from the ground up. So even if it needs to be low to start, A-okay. Yeah, I'm going to hold you to it for the next hour and a half. I expect drastic improvement. It doesn't take years. It only takes a few minutes. Yeah. We'll maybe challenge everybody at the end with that one. All right. So, all right. So then from there, guys, let's go ahead and let's come back. We'll work the right leg, and we'll kind of balance out. I think ambidextrous skill set development is really important. So we're gonna come all the way back to the floor, because then we're gonna do it. We're gonna take the slide out. We're gonna simplify it a little bit, and we're just gonna do a step up. Typically, for step up, we'll reference it as a number 3 side kick. So with a number 3, stepping with the back leg. And what I'd like for you guys right now to set yourselves up for success is just preset that base leg. That pivot is so important. You're kicking off of the backside, off of the glute, and the biggest mistake, if we don't pivot, we'll put a ton of tension on our knees and on our hips, and then usually what winds up happening is that our hips go one direction and then our foot goes a different direction. I want everything linear right now. So we step up, and you can even step slightly behind, but we step up with our base leg pivoted already, then draw our knee into our chest before we extend out and accelerate. So full speed here from stance. We're just going to bend our knees. We refer to this as the middle stance. We'll talk about stance structure in a little bit, but just stepping up through, kick, and then returning back to guard. Step up, kick, and then returning back to guard. I just want you guys to do that for me, please. Just the left leg isolated. So once you go down, turn to the other side. We'll work the right leg in just a moment. Good. Nice, dude. Low kick is fine for today. Low kick better than no kick. That's awesome. I may put that on a shirt. That's great. Good. All right. And then facing towards, we call it the fusion wall, all right, towards the logo. All right. And then same set. So again, left leg isolated, just step up, through, and then return back to guard. Step up, through, and then back to guard. Let's go. Yeah. I don't think they're scared watching you kick. All right. All right, Lizzie. Their knees are very concerned. Actually, yeah, Jeremy, we've had fun hitting you. So yeah, Jeremy, won't we just, there we go. All right, yeah, so now working our way down, but now we're gonna do that step up and side kick. So Emma, if you wanna position yourself here, and then Lizzie, if you wanna swing over here for me, please, thank you. So from stance, all right, we step up, presetting that pivot. I'll give you 50%, okay, Jeremy? Okay, fantastic. All right, so we come through, just step up, and then extend, and then set down, all right? Do we need more? Oh, okay, fantastic. All right, so that was the answer. All right, so, all right, But again, purpose and power. And then
10%
for
Lizzie.
Emma and Jeremy, when you guys are getting hit, again, this teaches us comfort and contact. Again, going back and circling back to self-defense. No, I don't think, the sport that we play of, bouncing, moving, bringing our leg up and over, I don't think that that's like the number one thing that I'm going to do as a Taekwondo professional in a self-defense situation, in a street fight. Even with the skinny jeans that have a little bit of flex, I don't think I'm going for head kicks. So, but in training, it's so beneficial to push yourself. It's so beneficial to hit with purpose and power, because then for comfort and contact, Emma can start to feel what that impact's gonna feel like, and then we can start working on our breath, regulating our breath. Because the biggest thing when we start to freak out is we hold our breath, right? We tense up. So being able to be relaxed on contact, take the hit, breathe out, and then reset back to guard. You guys are with me?
Yep.
All right, fantastic. Lizzie, all right, thank you, Jeremy. Lizzie, myself, we'll kick down. And then Emma, Jeremy, you guys get payback after that. You'll pass the pads to us, and then we take it, we give it. All right, good. And ready? Then we're done. You and I are done. Yeah. All right, and then Lizzie, all right. Emma's probably gonna like stonewall and not move anywhere. All right, ready? Go.
We're moving down. Okay. I think so. Hit the pad. The pad.
All right, and so then, yep.
You were that way.
Yep, Lizzie, you're standing there. There we go. All right, excellent. And get her, Emma. Yes, sir.
They're moving.
There we go.
Hold it against you.
One more for me, sir. Very good. All right, Lizzie, we'll go ahead and just drop that down. So then let's go ahead and let's do the same set, guys, with our right leg. So sliding up to the front, please. Ready, go. All right, so now facing towards the Taekwondo flags over there. Our right knee is going to come up. Everybody's got a strong side and a weak side. I'm actually very left leg dominant for fighting, but my right leg has a lot of power with some different kicks. And so again, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So that's really our focus right now. Using the wall for balance and support. Our base leg, which is going to be our left leg, fully pivoted, drawing our knee into our chest, heel, hip, and shoulder in a nice straight line, and then just working off of that extension, just feeling that proper glute activation. Take breaks in between. Pull the toe line back as well. Pull the toe line back. We want to be making contact right now with the side kick with our heel. We want that good surface area on with the foot. Beautiful. All right. And then, all right, we'll bring it back. All right, and then Jeremy, my friend, all right, we'll hold here. And then ladies, all right, you guys hold. And then we'll do our right leg side kicks all the way down. Right leg side kicks all the way down. All right. Or should we all just beat up Jeremy? We can do that too. All right.
Yeah.
Is that cool? All right, let's just do that then. All right, we'll just all beat up Jeremy. All right, ladies first, please. All right, and so, all right, right leg. So just coming through and then firing out on that step up side kick. All right. Pent up aggression. He didn't do the dishes yesterday. All right.
How do you know that?
There we go. Fantastic. All right. All the way down, and then Emma will kick it back. How do you know that? I'm married as well. Nice. Sweet. There. Yes, please. All right. Good. All right, excellent. And then, yep, Emma will hit, and then Jeremy kicking back, and Emma, right leg. Yes, ma'am. All right, ready, get him. All right. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. So, we'll move that back there. Fantastic, guys. Emma, kind of like you and I talked about, I think what I would love to do is just work maybe a little bit more on some of the traditional components for maybe another like 10 minutes or so, and then we can kind of switch over and do a little more sport. I know maybe we don't want to like fully push and like kill ourselves today, but I'm happy to give you guys as much of a challenge as possible. So one of the components that we do in Taekwondo that's consistent kind of for all Taekwondo academies and really all traditional martial art is having some sort of a form or a pattern in Japanese culture is referred to as a kata. In Korean culture, we refer to it as a pumse. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through our pumse number 1, our first pattern. It's an 18-move sequence in total. No, I don't expect you to retain 18 techniques in sequence today, but I'd like to go through just off of the mechanics that we've done so far, and then being able to put it in a small routine. It'll only be about 9 moves in sequence. You'll start and end in the same position. And with traditional showcase, what you're really doing is you're paying tribute to history. It's not, as I mentioned earlier, as a professional martial artist and as someone who's very invested in the sport, I don't walk around and I don't create a false sense of empowerment for our students saying, hey guys, if you do a high block and a knife hand strike, that's going to be the best way to protect yourself. But what you're doing is you're showcasing traditional application through history. And so it's really a concept of art. And so take a very artistry mindset while you're going through it. We also have traditional stance structures that we want to showcase as well. So Jeremy, my friend, if we can go here, and then Miss Lizzie, and then Emma. All right, that way just we have our own little bit of space. So again, starting with the first commands that we began with, the chariot and kyungye. So set to attention and then showcasing respect through a bow. Then the next command will be junbi. June like the month and bi like the bumble. All right, and so junbi, and that's gonna be our ready position. Ready position will be one hand on each side. This is symbolic for new students, all right, that one of their responsibilities was fetching water for masters, and so holding water buckets. And so we begin facing the front, set to attention chariot, and then kyungye. Our left leg will step out to that natural ready position, that junbi. Beautiful. All right, from here, our left leg is going to advance into a first stance called the front stance. With the front stance, we're going to be stepping our lead leg, our left leg, so bent with our lead leg that our front knee is covering our front toes. Our back leg locked straight and our toe line facing forward. Very important. From here, traditional application in technique. The first technique is a high block. High block, the interpretation is we are redirecting a head level strike and redirecting it over our head to open up a body strike. So from that lead leg, our left leg, and I'm mirroring right now, but our left arm will cross in front of body and then accelerate just beyond our head. And we refer to that again as a high block. We want our other hand pulled back at the rib. From there, our second action is creating a good reaction force, accelerating out with the backhand and then tight with our blocking hand to the rib and then reverse punch. So high block and then punch. Overhead and then midsection. All right, good. And it is definitely a coordination thing. Jeremy, I was joking with you earlier. Taekwondo has so much of being able to have the skill set of rubbing belly, patting head, spinning in a circle, upside down. So, all right, let's go ahead and reset back to ready. But if we just want to practice that 2 count for me, please. Left leg stepping forward, high block 1, and then punch, and then just returning back to that ready position. So again, it's 1, 2, and then return. All right, on your own cadence, please. Ready, go. And as I've said, I forgot already. We're 2 moves in. We got 7 more. So again, like thinking about from that traditional, I accelerate forward, high, and then punch. Yes, ma'am. Good. And then making sure that front knee is bent, back leg is straight. You got it. Back to that. Ready? All right. Excellent. And again, up, whoosh. Good. All right. And you can put power into it. My responsibility today is to get beat up. Right? And so those are the best instructors. The best instructors are the ones that get hit all the time. So let's do it. Push. There we go. Bang. Yes, ma'am. Good. One more. Back to ready. And hit. Push. Bang. Good. All right. Excellent. All right. Continuing forward then. All right. And again, my goal, let's get 9 moves. Let's get 9 moves. All right. And so from here, advancing forward, high block, and then off of the punch, our back leg is going to come through with a number 2 front kick. So vertical trajectory, the technique that we worked on before, remembering point in the knee as we extend out, and then we'll land with our right leg in front. So now adding the kick dynamic for me, please. We'll go ahead and reset. So again, from that natural ready, high block, reverse punch, and then number 2 front kick before we land in front. Build the skill. Ready, go. Back to ready. Left step, high block, right, reverse punch, and then back leg, front kick, and landing in front. Beautiful. Nice job. All right. A few more times. Yep. The old Bruce Lee quote of, I fear not the man that knows 10,000 kicks, I fear the man that knows 1 kick and practices it 10,000 times. So repetition, I will build confidence. Consistency will build confidence. High block, punch, and then front kick. Nice. All right. So we have 2 more techniques before we conclude this line, and then we have 1 more line forward. So 5 forward, 4 back, and then you've learned half of your first Taekwondo Pumse. And so, all right, from here, the left leg advancing forward. Let's go through it together as a sequence. All right, together as a team. High block, reverse punch. Number 2, front kick, and then landing with the right leg in front. We're gonna come through with a low block. So low block will start high, redirect strike that's coming midsection. So redirecting strike midsection, and then other hand tight on pullback. So we refer to that again as a low block. So redirecting from the midsection, then our left leg stepping forward on a final reverse punch. So a lot of stepping at the end. Let's go ahead and reset, please. All right, so from the natural ready, left leg steps forward, we come through high block, reverse punch, right, number 2, front kick, that's gonna be in front. Now our right hand coming through off of low block, and then our left leg advancing forward, one final time on a punch. That's the 5-move sequence in total. I don't expect you guys to retain it right away, but again, consistency is gonna build confidence. We want that repetition. So again, left leg, high block, reverse punch, number 2, front kick, and then that right hand low block, and then our left leg advancing forward on punch. Good, nice. All right, guys, go and reset, please. All right, so I'll just go ahead and talk through it. All right, but I want you guys repetition and practice. Posture set, and left leg advances. High block, reverse punch, number 2, front kick with the back leg landing in front. Our right hand comes through off of low block, and then our right leg advances forward, step, and punch. Fantastic, nice. All right, let's go ahead and reset. All right, let's do that about 3 to 5 times on our own, please. Ready, begin. Front kick, low block, and then step and punch. Awesome. You guys do a good job. Maybe you'll earn your white belts today. You're gonna have to earn. I wouldn't count that. Nice. Front, low, and step and punch. Yeah, yeah. Punch.
And
Right hand, we'll do our low block, and then left step and punch. Nice. All right. All right, guys, let's go ahead and reset for me, please. All right, so let's drive it home. We got 4 techniques left again until we've learned our first pattern, and so, or half a pattern. All right, facing front. All right, again, we begin chayet and kyungye. Left leg stepping out to natural right position, junbi, and then our left leg advancing forward. We come through high block, right reverse punch, number 2, front kick, low block, and then left step and punch. From here, transitioning over the right shoulder, we're gonna go into a new stance for us, the middle stance. So with the middle stance, weight distribution is 50-50. Our toe line is facing forward. Other Taekwondo systems and other martial arts will refer to this as a horse stance. You can kind of visualize the contour and body of a horse. You don't want the knees turned in. You want the knees slightly turned out. Posture is set. From here, our right hand is on bottom, left hand is on top, push-pull action, reaction force. We do an inner forearm block, and then that number 3 side kick that we practice. So stepping up, base leg pivoted, 180 degrees, knee to chest, and then throwing out our side kick. We don't need to be a hero. All right, we can go. All right, knee high is A-okay. And then open hand, new strike for us, and last new strike for us, the knife hand strike. So again, in a real application, I would never throw a knife hand strike. I'm not going to be open-handed. But the contact point for the traditional technique is the outside, the pinky side of the hand. Want to make sure fingertips are together. Palm stays towards us until the end. One of my favorite teaching philosophies that one of my coaches always gave me was this concept and rule of 90-10. 90% of your power is generated in the last 10% of the techniques. We save that tension until right at the end. We accelerate through on the knife hand strike. All right, and so from here we load, all right, and again, knife hand strike, and then finally, our back leg will step, and we should be returning back to where we started, a left step and punch. So left step and punch, and if you stepped correctly and you had proper spacing, you should start and end back on your dot. Beautifully done. All right, go ahead and reset back onto your set position. All right, and again, from the top, we'll go through. No, I don't expect you to retain all that. Left leg steps out. There we go to Jumbi. Left leg comes forward, high block, reverse punch, right, number 2, front kick, low block, and then left step and punch. From here, over the right shoulder, our forearm block into that middle stance. So traditional stance, I'm just gonna adjust for visual. And then stepping up, side kick, right, knife hand strike, and then finishing out left step and punch. Nice. All right, excellent, guys. All right, let's go ahead and reset. And that's your first pattern. You should clap it up for yourself. Celebrate. Very well done. All right, good. Courtesies this way. and Kyungye. All right. You've learned your first pattern. So what I would love to do kind of for the second half is work a little bit more on sport dynamic, potentially get into a little bit of like scoring and tactic and strategy. So if we want to take just a minute break, and then we can come back and hit that. Thank you very much, guys. Courtesies this way. All right, now. All right.
Clap. Yeah, okay.
You know what would be cool, Emily?
What?
Is like because you do a lot of boxing, you do a lot of work. Is if you like did something like a really hard pattern with him. Like,
Or we could teach him music theory.
yeah.
Actually, I was thinking learning these forms and patterns is a lot like learning a dance.
Yum.
I was thinking that too, and
like,
that's why I was reminded that I'm really bad at dancing. Yeah, please don't.
Delicious. You over, buddy?
All I heard was Lizzie say, "Hey, I don't want to. This is getting."
I'm not.
Emily, why don't you do the really?
No, but
hard
she's the
stuff
one
to take
who's
the
like.
attention away from me.
Yes, but she's also like the one who's very athletic as well.
We can all do it. You don't have, like, if you feel like you're like too much, then
I
you
know
can,
what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, wouldn't it be cool
Yeah.
if you like had a more like
So, are you guys enjoying it so far? Press
I
1.
really hope people clipped some of your interesting forms, Liz. Particularly where you just kind of go. I know it's a high block, but dang.
The one thing that he was saying is
you
obviously
keep
this has
pushing
nothing to
safe
do with
when you go.
protecting yourself. Like, it's obviously like learning. He's saying that this isn't the type of sport that you would learn for self-defense.
mm-hmm.
Woo!
Dehydrated.
Hydrate.
Cup.
I can't drink any more water.
She fights in slow mo. Rude.
What? Did you guys hear me breathing, by the way?
So you were fighting in slow-mo.
I was. That's
You,
good.
you keep your. I think your biggest struggle is what to do after kicks. Every time for the kick, like the high end of low block, you kind of get to the kick and your hand's already down here and you're like,
And that's something that.
Pow pow.
Yeah.
Woo! Alright. Lizzie started super nervy, but I got used to it. Yeah, I think you're doing well, Lizzie. What is sweating? Are you coming? No, I'm not sweating. I'm good. I'm good to go. 10 out of 10. Good.
All right, cool. Yeah, like I said, trying to take care of you guys, not trying to kill anybody too much, but I definitely want to, I'd love to be able to share something I'm pretty passionate about, which is the concept of our sport and in sparring. And so again, our sport and sparring, it's never, I always tell people, like, if you're trying to knock the person out and if you're trying to really inflict damage, a lot of times there's a lot of telegraph with that, and you're going to wind up losing a match because you're trying to just impact as hard as you can. So it really is finding this harmony of control, speed, and power. And so really trying to kind of build connectivity. Where I always like to start is a little bit more movement. So we went through a little bit of traditional stuff. Again, you guys definitely earned your white belt, and maybe we'll have a ceremony at the end. But along with that, I definitely would want to go into the more sport component. So I know you guys got the socks on, and if it's a comfort thing, that's totally fair. But it is something that does help me a lot if I'm barefoot versus like being on a softer mat and sliding around. So if you guys wouldn't mind taking the socks off, I think, because now it's going to get a little more serious.
No photographs.
I'm teasing. All right. Excellent. So we talked initially about kind of that traditional guard, that kickboxing, boxing stance. What I want now is I want a little bit more of a Taekwondo applicable stance. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drop that right leg back. We're going to keep the body a little bit more sideways. We're going to be bouncing off, with our heels off the ground, gripping with our toes and staying up on the balls of our feet. Still that concept of shoulders up, chin is down. But then from here, in our sport, we do not punch to the head, and so I think that's one of the biggest differences between other martial arts and other style. In our sport, we do not make contact to the head. We only make contact to the body, but then we can kick to the head, and so a little counterintuitive, with that, I guess as far as impact overall. But kicks are a little bit easier to read, and again, that concept of movement very important. So typically in stance, we want to keep our lead hand, our elbow, in tight to the body, our backhand up more towards the chest. So we call this our cross guard, to just kind of start with cross guard. So off of rhythm, and just starting to move our hands, and then I just want you guys to start working on that rhythm, feeling that bounce. I do want the calves a little bit sore today, but working off of rhythm, just moving the hands, staying light and staying active. Let's just start off of a rhythmic bounce for about 30 seconds here. Ready? Go. Good. And then we're going to work a little bit more dynamic footwork after that. All right, so then adding the dynamic of movement. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do double pump forward and then double pump back. So double pump, lead leg, 1, 2, and then 1, 2 back. So it's just 2 forward and then 2 back. All right, and so just keeping that rhythm, all right, and that footwork. Double pump forward, double pump back, beautiful. All right, and again, regulating your breath while you're going through that movement. All right, making sure that you're doing good diaphragmatic breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, so that we're circulating oxygen into our body. Nice. All right, next, fighting and sparring typically is done in a ring. We have a couple of our competition-sized rings, and so just even using myself as a reference, I'm a pretty tall guy. If I don't move strategically in a circle, then I wind up running out of room, and in order to score, you have to stay in bounds. And so we're going to work off the dynamic of movement now and adding a little bit of rotation. So bounce, bounce, and then what I'm going to ask initially is we're just going to do a backside turn, so just a 90-degree turn, back leg, and then turning, and then off of rhythm, back leg, pushing, and then rotating. So the weight distribution goes to the back leg, we push off, and then we're moving to the backside. Hands stay in that cross guard while we're making transition before we reset back to open rhythm, because then off of evading, or off of finding the opportunity to score, then we would go and do an attacking motion. So just again, working off of rhythm, look, and then rotate for me. All right, let's go 30 seconds here. Ready, go. Good. Yep. Good. All right, and then instead of backside, now we move front side, so same thing, but now moving front side. So with the front side, the back arm is going to come across, all right, to really pull that back leg, all right, to get us through. So rhythm, all right, and then bounce, bounce, turn. And then again, bounce, bounce, and turn. All right, work it, please. Ready, go. Yeah, yeah. Always 90, yeah, just initially 90. Typically lateral motions when someone's on a linear attack, that's going to put you into a scoring opportunity. And then of course 45-degree angles, and we'll talk about that in a sec. Sweet. All right, excellent guys. Let's go ahead and back to front. So now starting to work through some of the techniques that we worked on earlier. So the first that we're going to do is a V step. And so V step, all right, we're going to, with our lead leg, step on a 45-degree axis. As we set up for that V step, our backhand is going to come through with a reverse punch. So V step, we V in, then our right leg, our back leg is going to V out. So you can kind of see from visual where I go 45-degree in, and then 45-degree out. So it's lead leg, stepping on a 45-degree axis. I do the punch. Then with that punch, I can retract on my shoulder. My lead hand comes through to protecting guard. And then my right leg steps back for V. So 3 points of contact. If you can kind of visualize that V in, V out. So just coming back to center, always a little bit of bounce and rhythm. 1, and then 2. All right, and then just returning back to guard. So again, 1, and then V step, 2. All right, 1, and then V step 2. Beautiful. Nice. Yep. So you go through 1.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. All right, and then 2. Yep. So again, it's angle step with the lead, boom, and then out. Beautiful. Good. Angle step, and then we punch, hit 1, and then angle 2. Nice. All right. Good, off the rhythm. All right. And so again, angle step 1 and 2. So you then visualize, you think about if I'm kicking and attacking, you angle step and punch. Oh, we got an angle step one more time. So step on that lead, whoop, and then angle out. Ah, good. Excellent. You can punch me. All right, again. That's what I'm here for. Yes, ma'am. Good job. All right. Hup, push. Ah, good job. One more. Hup, push. Ah. Good. A little bit harder on that lead leg step. Angle, push. Yes, ma'am. Good. Last one, best one. Hup, push. Yes. Good. All right. Very nice. So then the next kick, the final kick that we'll go through for today, unless chat really needs to see you do some jumps and spins, I'm happy to accommodate. So maybe you can let me know, and I'll give you one challenge. But the last kick is a horizontal trajectory. It's called the round kick. So round kick, again, horizontal. Right now we're going to do a pointed toe. All right, pointed toe when we make contact. But the big thing that I always want to see from people just starting out is remembering the importance of chambering, loading the knee and pointing the knee as the guide of the rest of the kick. And so without that knee position, without that chamber, we don't have a lot of control and we actually lose a lot of speed. A lot of people typically think that if I just swing my body, heave ho, and go, that's going to be faster. And it really is the exact opposite of effective body composition. And so our base leg rotating, our base leg rotating, our back leg is going to come through for that number 2 kick. Pivot point kick is how we teach our 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. So turning the toes, pivot, back leg coming through on a point in the knee, and then extending out on that round kick on horizontal trajectory. For right now, we're just going to land in back, or excuse me, land in front and then drop step in back. So again, pivot, point to the knee, kick, and then landing in front, and then just simply drop stepping back. So again, working off of that rhythm, as we start to get more comfortable and confident, we can work and then reset back into guard. Drill that for me, please. Ready, go. Pivot, point, kick. Nice. All right, let's get it, dude. Hup. No, you're good, man. Push. Yes, sir. Good. Rhythm. Hup. Boom. There we go. Good. All right. And again. Hup. Push. Yep. All right, let's go, boss lady. Hup. Pivot. Hey-oh. Nice job. Back to rhythm. Good. And again. Hup. Push. Excellent. Appreciate you hitting the pad and not my fingers. You're doing great. Asa. Excellent. Good. And again. Hup. And then reset right back to that guard. Good. Hup. Push. Good. Hup. Push. Whoop. Yeah, there we go. Nice impact. Take a little bit of breathing. Hup. Bang. Yes, ma'am. Good stuff. Hup. Push. One more. Hup. Push. Yes, ma'am. Good stuff, man. All right. Excellent. Very fun. All right. So coming through the back leg, coming through with the back leg, that's typically going to be our power strike. Typically, in order for opportunities to be created for that back leg kick, so important that we got to have a lead leg set up. Again, there's so much emphasis in Taekwondo off of the dynamic of kicking. I recognize it's really hard as a newer person getting into it. But again, that's one of the things that I love and I appreciate about the sport is that it does take a lot of hard work to get to that initial position for the dynamic of sport. So now what we're going to work is we're going to work off of a lead leg setup. Now for this lead leg setup, we can do a little bit more of a cutting angle. So it doesn't need to be true to form on a horizontal axis. It can be a little bit more of like an upward or a diagonal trajectory. And so with the lead leg, we want efficiency. Efficiency and speed is the objective. So just with that lead leg, just picking up and kicking. We do that a lot of times just to check distance, to deter someone from being able to advance. So we'll use that check kick. But then off of that check kick or that cut, we'll then make a read where we know then we can go through off of that back leg. So check kick 1 and then back leg power 2. So if opponent moves back, then we know we got him, making sure we pivot those, save those joints. All right, I don't want any injuries today. I don't know, maybe we'll get some good views, I guess. Good. So again, that 1, push, and then 2. Yeah, just like before. Nice. Up, push, bang. Good. Push, push. Good. And then keeping those elbows in, protecting the body, guard. Up, up. Good. and kind of works like branches of a tree. If our branches start really waving and starting to flow, there could be too much where it's going to inevitably make us lose balance and tip. So being able to control the branches, control the endpoints, really important. Again, up, bang, yes ma'am. Ah, there we go. All right. Good. Let's add a little bit of that circular movement now. So, all right, working on tracking. So staying with me as I start to move and bounce. Yep. If I move back, you stay close on forward. Then we fire out that check combo. Up, bang. Yep. And right back into guard. Up. Ah, yeah. Nice. Good. Never done this before?
No.
No, it's doing great, man. Bang. There we go. A little more pivot just to get preservation of knee. I want you to stay safe while we're working. Up. Bang. There we go. Up. Good. So in our sport, 1 point is scored to the body. So if we make contact with the body, or excuse me, if we make contact to the body with our foot, it's 1 point. I want to start working on a 2-pointer now. 2 points is kick to the head. So, all right, with the head kick, our big thing that we're going to start to play around with is we're going to start working on dropping our body back. Now we can change the variation for flexibility to accommodate, but where I like my head kicks to come from typically is from the round kick, because then I'm typically really closed on my body position, so I'm protecting my points, and then I can evade out before I go. But a lot of times for starting out, we're going to set this up on more of an arcing style of kick called a crescent kick. And so with the crescent kick, the back leg comes through, we hit a high point peak, and then we turn the hips over. Very dancer-esque, but the acceleration and the trajectory is on the back, or on the peak. And so when we hit the apex of the kick, we turn hips over and then through. And so starting to work, you're definitely going to feel the flexibility. Don't be afraid. Throttle it, push yourself, but lead leg kick, and then back leg coming through and accelerating over for a crescent kick. So high kick for me, please. All right, let's go ahead. A little bit of a chamber, definitely going to be more of a momentum-based action, and so really relying on the swing to push through and accelerate as you land up and in front. And then just coming in through and visualizing the shoulder line, right? You're coming over my shoulder and then making contact with the head. So keeping it tight. It doesn't need to come from way out here. It should be here and then just up and over. Beautiful. Yeah, yeah. All right. Up and then up and over. And contact's actually going to be done with the inside of the foot, the inside of the foot coming through, and again, up and over. All right, through. Typically, we catch head, be able to push it down to the ground. So we do that check and then up and over. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Up. Push. Good. And really, again, thinking about that apex, hitting a high point, really accelerate to a point, to a high point, up and over. Up, 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 up. Yeah, there we go. Hips are through as well. Looking tough. Great job, man. Up, push. Up, push. Ah. Ah. Good. One more for me. Up, push. Ah. All right, I'll go be your sister now. All right, no pressure, but all the pressure. All right,
everybody.
She did great. All right, so no, just a little bit of rhythm. All right, so we got it off the setup with that lead leg. Yep. And then just opening up. Oh, look at you. All right, opening up the hips and then coming up and around, up and around. One. No, we're just going to go here with the back leg, with the back leg. Yep. And then contact. Yeah, exactly. We strike with that inside of the foot. No, it's great. Boosh. Yes,
I'm tired.
Again, set. And again, set up for the kick now. 1, open the hips. 2, there we go. Excellent. All right, now we got to get Jeremy's head. Let's go. What's that? That's like this one? All right. No, I'm teasing. Good.
This is Taekwondo.
I don't know.
Really?
Like,
And go.
maybe 10, 20 minutes.
Whoosh.
in.
Yes, now. No, it looks great, man. It looks great. Looks great. All right, let's go, Jeremy. Ready? 1 and 2. Yes, sir. There we go. Hey, he's got his now. Up. Ha. Good. Point the toes, because with that, with the pointed toe, we get good surface area. We get a good little audible impact, which always makes us feel good too. We want to hear that impact. Oh, so one more time. Pointing the toes. Pointing the toes. So we hit. Yeah, those toes. Those ones. Yep. No, we got it, man. All right, up.
His brother got
Push. Yes. You hear it now, right? You hear it now. All right. And it feels good, right? Up. Push. Yay. There we go. Up. Push. Ew. Oh. Up, push, yes, sir. Nice, guys. All right. All right, guys. So let's go ahead now, and so we can work a little bit of sport, and so let's go ahead and let's come back to the body shields so we can make it a little bit more dynamic. I'm going to do a little bit longer of a round just so that we can really have you guys be pushed and have some fun. So let's maybe do, yeah, ladies, if you guys want to work one ring, and then Jeremy and I can work another ring. But this starts again, just to teach us comfort and contact, starts to teach us a little bit of blocking, all right, and distance management. And so for the hold, Emma, real simple. We're just gonna go 1, and then your back leg is gonna step, and then 2. So it's 1, 2. So we start from what's called a closed book stance, where you and I have the same leg in front. If you've done the boxing, so you're familiar with the terminology, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, but here, so off of that lead leg, it's going to be 1, and then back step, and then we can come through 2 on the kick. And so again, just working on that rhythm. But then what I want you guys to start doing is I want you to start playing around in the ring. And so adding that dynamic of movement. It's you know, it's good for just like overall skill development and being able to practice it from different cadence, different tempo when we add that dynamic of movement. A lot of people they'll just kind of lock in and fixate on one isolated thing and then repetition over and over and over. I'm a believer against practice makes perfect. I think practice makes habit. And then we have the option of good habit or bad habit. I don't want us to create a bad habit where we're just constant rapid fire and not really working on the development of distance management and timing. And so, because timing and distance, that's what makes a great fighter. And timing and distance, that's what makes someone optimized to be able to protect themselves as well, right? Awareness, situation, and then distance and getting out if we need to. So again, just working off a rhythm. We hit 1 combo, 1, and then turn all the way over. Thank you, ma'am. And 2, but then off of that, Emma, we add a little bit of movement. I want you just to like move, all right, so that we're working on the tracking. And then Emma says go, and then 1, and then turn hips over, bang, 2, and then right back to guard. So we're just adding a little bit of dynamic of movement. All right, so Lizzie, just track your sister down and beat her up. All right, all right, and then Jeremy,
ready?
if you wouldn't mind just grabbing that for me, dude.
And then 2.
All right, but yeah, we'll run it. Let's go a little bit longer though. Let's go, I'll give you a minute and a half. All right, minute and a half here, consistency. Ready? Let's go. All right. All right, my friend. Good. All right. Rhythm.
Yeah.
Yep, we're just doing the same combo that we did. Yep,
This one's
and that's
normal.
totally up to you. If you want to do the crescent, that's totally
Like,
fine.
like,
Just
kinda like
make
pushing
contact
back,
and then
like,
bounce
so with
off.
your front
But
leg.
no, that inward. Yep, that inward one. Yep.
Okay,
Up.
and then I'm gonna turn,
You're good.
and then you kick
Up.
side. Yeah,
Whoosh. Bang.
yeah. I think so. You should go like. Ready?
Good. So then if I start to advance forward, again, boundary, all right, so you gotta stay in line and then maybe move on an angle as well. Yeah, look at you. Good job, sir. Up, push, push. Up, push. Ah.
It's like it's around here.
Can you tell?
Very nice, and that'll be our time. We hand the pad over. Excellent.
Here.
All right, now payback time for Emma.
Lizzie.
All right, so yeah, Lizzie, you just run around the ring away from your sister, and your sister's gonna chase you down and try and beat you up.
And it's this way.
Yep.
And then back up.
Straight then sideways.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back. Put that foot backwards.
So we're here, and then we're gonna go 1, and then back step 2. Yep. So that's it. Just hokey pokey. Right foot or left foot in, right or left foot out. 1, and then 2. You got it. All right. Get her, Emma. 1, 2. Excellent. And again. Up. Bang. Good. There we go.
It's from boxing.
There we go. Some sibling bonding. Let's go, guys. Doing great. There you go. Just run. There you go. Wait before you beat me up. Perfect. All right. Finish strong, got about 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Let's go, let's go. Up. Hoop. Whoosh. Yeah, there we go. Last one, last one. Last one, last one. One more, one more. Ha! Ha! There we go. Nicely done. All right, excellent. So let's go ahead and let's bring it back. This thing's going to beep in a sec if I catch it. All right. All right. So again, in our sport, distance management is so important. Being able to control the ring, being able to control the space between you and an opponent. And a lot of times a round kick is, actually round kick is the #1 scoring technique. So we use that a lot in our offensive. But what I like to really try and mix up is a lot of our side kick work. So now we're going to work a little bit more of a defensive application. We're going to do something I call zombie training in just a moment as well. But using that side kick that we worked on earlier today. And so returning back to stance, we work off of rhythm. So what we're going to do from rhythm now is opponent is advancing forward. And maybe they've come up with their leg already on the high ground. We learned it in, we learned it in Star Wars, right? That you need the high ground, and if you don't have the high ground, you try and force the fight, you become the most evil person in the galaxy, right? And so, so we need to make sure that we establish the high ground. So if an opponent is advancing and they already have their leg up, they have the high ground, you need to be able to reset off of that and just recognize I can't fight uphill, so I need to reset. And so that reset is very simple. It's just distance. And so we do a drop step, and then off of the drop step, we lift our lead leg. Now, off of that lead leg lift, there's a couple different options, but what we're going to start today is just off of a lead leg side kick. So off of rhythm, our lead leg pushes off, our back leg establishes base, and then our lead leg lifts up for a side kick. So it's just back step and then side kick. So just back step and side kick. So off of rhythm, back step is our first. My weight distribution goes to my back leg. That means I'm light on my lead leg, and then I pick up and kick. When I pick up and kick, I protect my points, so I round my body down. I aim off of my glute, and then I drive with my heel towards target. So again, back step, weight distributions on that angle, and then up and over for kick. And so again, back, and then hit, and then back to guard. And we'll do we'll do a drill called zombie training in just a moment. All right, but I want you guys to practice that on your own. Ready, go. Boom, up, and then out. Yep, and then solid foot. So I advance, and then just like that. Good job, huh? Up. Good. And then wait for me. So a little bit of reaction. Here we go. Yes, and then up and go. Yep, and drive that heel. I drive that heel right into my spleen. Up, boosh. Oh, there we go, but now too much. All right, so we were too cold, too hot. Now let's get that baby bear just right. Up, boom, there we go. Beautiful, man. Up, good. One more. Boosh, yes. All right, Lizzie. No pressure, but all the pressure. Up. Excellent, very good. Up. Excellent. One more. All right, and Jeremy. Oh man, I was. Yes, sir. There we go. All right. So again, next drill is called zombie training. So the way zombie training works is we're gonna have one pad holder, and they're just gonna be walking on a zombie paced cadence. So just kind of walking forward, marching forward. Other player working on that defensive side kick. You're just going to have your lead hand out for distance management, sliding back, and then picking up and kick, and then re-establishing stance and base. And so, Emma, if you want to work with me, I typically like to do this one. Long way on the floor just for lots of reps. But again, I'm just going to keep kind of a zombie pace, and then you're just working on moving back and then picking up and kicking. And then the harder that you kick me, the less I'm going to have as far as momentum to advance. So we're just working on that zombie drill. All right, Lizzie, you want to zombie march your sister down? Excellent. All right.
So I just go.
You just walk forward, yeah, but keep it straight. You just walk forward like this. Yeah.
All right, and so typically, yep. Yeah, typically I run this for about 2 minutes with most of my fighters. We'll just drop it down to about 1.5 minutes.
Keep walking.
And yep, Lizzie, the whole time, your only responsibility is just Walking Dead zombie pace, not 28 days later zombie speed, right? All right, but like Walking Dead, all right, just, yeah, that was beautiful. All right, excellent. All right, perfect. All right, on the beep we go. And then Emma, you're just kicking. Ready, go? Yep, and then just do not stop, yep. March her down, march her down. There you go. Good. All right. And then Jeremy, you can attack next. So then you're going to go here. All right, excellent. And then Emma's going to stop. And then, no, Emma, we're just going to have you work.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. And then Jeremy, no, we're going to put a bigger zombie now against. All right. And then same set. And then Jeremy's going to walk it back. And then Lizzie, you get her after that. All right, walk it back. There we go. And then just boom. Nice. Good. Just stand on that rhythm. Yeah, yeah. Nice job. Hup. Whoosh.
I don't like where you're kicking. Do you want more nieces?
Not really, there's enough.
Yep.
What?
We're giving the zombies some rotations.
Oh. I'm kicking still.
Yep. Yeah, I want Emma kicking the whole time.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yep, I want Emma kicking. And then, yep, Jeremy, you would go there. Yep, yep, yep. So we just got to thread needle as we're going through. Good. Whoosh. Up. Push.
It's so hard.
Let's just walk it off, right? And then walk it out. Let's go, Emma. Good job. Nice, excellent, guys. All right, very nice. So from there, we'll go ahead and we'll do a few rounds on the bag now, just kind of putting everything that we did together. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe I'll give you guys like a trick kick or a challenge kick. It's probably not going to be pretty, but it'll be fun to challenge ourselves. And we'll do that after. And so I did grab some gloves, so I just want you guys to protect your hands just as we're working, but we'll start working a little more punching. We're gonna stay really linear. You have the experience on boxing, so if you want to add some hooking punches and stuff like that, it's totally fine. But we'll keep it pretty simple. We'll go through 3 2-minute rounds on the bag. So we'll get the heart rate up, kind of spiked, give you guys kind of last final push, and then we'll do a trick kick, and then we'll finish out with a little bit of cool down and intensive stretching. All right. So and maybe a white belt ceremony.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, if you guys want to grab bags.
You want the red ones? That one. Both.
What does he get?
Try to go around and see what you turn forward.
All right. How are we doing with putting everything on? We got our lefts and rights.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I'm gonna struggle sometimes with that. How's the zombie doing? Was that really tiring?
I mean, it was alright.
Well, you don't
It's more
want
like jumping backwards, but like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's what I do a lot in boxing anyway. It's like a lot of,
Yeah, that footwork's important.
Yeah.
No, like I said, and that's like, in my opinion, from self-defense, like that's distance management, right? It's like the most important.
for sure.
How you doing? All right, guys. So working on the bag, my favorite thing about working on a heavy bag is there's no emotion behind it, right? There's no human emotions behind it, and so your responsibility is to really push and challenge yourself. And so feel free, let loose, really put some power into it. The only thing that I would request is just discipline and technique, right? Don't lose our technique and start getting a little bit too crazy. So just keep tight, keep good guard. Again, shoulders are up, chin is down. Keep that back heel off the ground while we're working. And where I'd like us to start is let's just continue playing around with that round kick. And so we'll start just right leg isolated, a simple combo to start, but One of the beauties that I love with martial art across the board, whether it's Taekwondo, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, it does not really matter. It's self-expression. It's an opportunity, boxing, right? It's an opportunity for you to have a little bit of a personal connection with something that most people don't ever get an opportunity to do, which is punch and kick stuff. And so in this building, in our academy, in any academy, it's encouraged. So please feel free and push yourself. Shoulders are up, chin is down. We're gonna start out just 1, 2, and then right back leg, number 2, round kick. So again, just 1, 2, and then round kick, and then right back to guard. When we're throwing that round kick, making sure that we're pointed toe, I would advise a little bit more contact with the shin, the instep of the foot. We don't want to put our toes out in purgatory with nothing behind it. We can put a little bit of too much pressure on the ankle, and I don't want anybody to get hurt today. So, all right, working through 1, 2, and then that right leg kick, and then right back into that guard. Add a little bit of movement as well. We're going to run it for a 2-minute round, and ideally, perfect world, we get to 3 rounds. That's what I would love to see personally. So on the beat we go. Ready, set, let's go. Boom. There we go. We can get some cool action shots. And then just Jeremy making sure you're pivoting for me, my friend. Just preserve that knee. I want you guys staying safe. All right. Yeah, there you go. Boosh, boosh. Bang. Nice. Good. Nice. Yep. Yeah, and I don't care about height right now, just power. That's what I want to see more than anything. Nice. Great job. Good. There you go. And just bend those knees, Lizzie. Keep going. Good. It's nice. Nice. Good. Really putting some shin into it. Halfway there. Yes, sir. Yep. Good. Yep. You're doing a great job really throwing the body into it. Yep. And then, Emily, I just want to rotate into it so you're really thinking about penetration through our target. Your target isn't here, your target's on the other side. You with me? So you're really going through. Make it count. Good. Show everybody what's up. There we go. Ba, ba. Very nice. Up. Push. All right, and then right from there, push-up position for me, please. Back on those knuckles, and 10 on your own cadence. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. All right, excellent, guys. So next, we're gonna work that left leg. And that left leg, again, a low kick setup is fantastic. So we're gonna come off of the 1, 2 this time, but now with our weight distribution on that lead leg, we're gonna push and pivot. So pivoting the back, coming through lead leg, then following up immediately with a right punch, left jab, and then right kick. So it's punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, kick. And so again, jab cross, 1, 2, and then lead leg kick. As I land, I follow up right away into my right punch, left, and then right kick to finish. So then we go back to that first combo. So again, 1, 2, kick, 2, 1, right. 1, 2, left, 2, 1, right. Notice that when I'm setting up for my 1, I'm not really looking for my number 1 punch when I'm setting up my right kick. I'm not using that number 1 for knockout power. I'm not doing it for damage. I'm doing it for setup and distance management. And so I give myself an opportunity off of that jab to catch right at the end of my extended arm, because then I know off of the extended arm, my back leg is perfect for shin contact for that power kick on that number 2. So again, 1, 2, left, 2, 1. Transition that weight so I can make that second kick really count. You guys are with me? All right.
I think so.
Yes, no, maybe so. All right. All right, do your best. All right, 2 minutes, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, left, 2, 1, right. Boom. We got it. Left,
Okay.
2, 1,
2.
right. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Good. All right, again. Jab cross. 1, 2. Left. Boom. And then 2. Power. Yes. And then 1 for setup. And then rotate those hips. Make it count. Boom on that right kick.
2. Kick.
Left. A little bit of back leg pivot is going to help just stack the kick so you can point the knee. But it really is supposed to be like more of a quick kick. It's typically done. Yeah, typically done like to the inside of the thigh or to the calf. So it's a quick kick just for setup for distance to make that right punch count. Yeah, almost like a pitcher would in baseball, lift the leg before they throw. It's the same thing there. Hands that I lift to really make that right punch count. Bah. There we go. Push. 2, 1, right. Yes. There we go. Finish strong. Finish strong. Boom. Excellent. 20 seconds left. Finish strong. Boom. 1, 2. Left. 2, 1. Right. Excellent. All right, 10 seconds. All right, from there, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tuck, all right, our feet to the side of the base. We're gonna touch overhead, sit up, and then 1, 2 punch. Touch, sit up, 1, 2 punch. All right, we're gonna go ahead and roll this for about 30 seconds. So Miss Emma, if you wanna go down, thank you. All right, and ready, go. Touch behind, 1, 2. Behind, 1, 2. 30 seconds. Doing great.
Just gotta get those rock hard abs.
Good. 5 more seconds. Finish strong. You get what you put in. That could be after. And time. And time. All right. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and stand it up. All right. One final round. One final round. All right. So I want to give you guys a little bit of a challenge, but I don't want to do too much. So what we're going to do next is we're going to work on a skip. And so a skip setup is the back leg lifting and the front leg kicking. And so we call this skip. All right, very similar to any other mechanic, right? So back leg will lift, switch, and then extend out. So it's called a skip round kick. So off of rhythm, back leg will lift, still having a point in the knee, and then extending out for the kick. So full speed right here, all right, and we skip. All right, and so off of that skip, I would like 2, 1, 2, and then back leg, finish it out with the round kicks. We're still doing lead leg, but now it's kick, hands, and then kick out. So you kick in, hand combo, kick out. Kick to close, hand combo, close distance, and then kick to get out. So lift, switch, kick, cross, jab, cross, right kick, and then getting out and back to that rhythm. So again, back leg lift, kick, cross, and then back to guard. You guys with me?
Yep.
All right, last one. Let's make it our best one. Last one, best one, all right? So last thing, guys, typically in class, when we're about to go into a drill, just teach you something that's pretty common in martial art. Hands are gonna go ready. We clap to work on 3. So, all right, I set the drill, skip round, cross, jab, cross, finish out with that back leg kick, back to rhythm. We do that drill for 2 minutes, but we set to ready, hands are ready, and then we clap on 3, 1, 2, 3. You guys are all with me?
Yep.
All right, beautiful. All right, hands ready, and to work on 3, ready, 1, 2, 3. There it is, go. Skip, cross, jab, cross, and then right kick out. Kick, 3 count, pop, 1, 2, 3, and then back leg finish, boom. 2, 1, 2. Boom. Nice. All right. Really like that right kick. Kick. 2, 1, 2. And then back leg. So, yeah. Whoosh. Oh, there we go. What? 30 seconds out. Finish strong. Again, you get what you put in, so put some effort in. All right, make it count. Ba, ba, ba. Excellent. From there, staying in the pocket, shoulders are up, chin is down, and I just want you rhythm jab crosses. 1 minute here. Ready, go. We're going to go right into conditioning. Let's go. Just keep the rhythm. Just jab cross. Punch it out. Heel off the ground. Shoulders are up, chin is down. Right to it, guys. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Find that happy place and just keep working. Like Dory from Finding Nemo, just keep swimming, but for you, Taekwondo Dory, just keep punching. Feel that burn, tight fist and a straight wrist. You guys are doing great. Doing great. And a little bit of stance, Lizzie. In that stance? Yes, ma'am. Back heel off the ground. Finish strong. Good job, good job. You got 10 seconds. 10 seconds on the punches, and then we'll work the legs. So give your arms a little bit of a break. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right knee down, and I want split lunge. Split lunge. Ready, go. All right, split lunge. Yeah. Knee. There we go. I'm here for 45. Good job. I always like to kind of mantra, again, some of those things I like to tell my students. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. 10 seconds left. Push, push, push. 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to go chair pose. We're going to post arms, kick back, push up, and then return back to that chair. So kick back and up. Kick back and up. I need 30 seconds here. Ready, go. Kick back all the way down, all the way down. Keep going, keep going. Doing great, doing great. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Give me 2 more. We got 5 seconds. 2 more, 2 more. Come on. All right, and time. Right from there, we'll go ahead and to our backs. All right, to our backs. Emma, I'll come to you. Jeremy, if you want to go to Lizzie. All right, and then, all right, we're going to go here. We can grab back a calf and then straight leg. We go leg lifts. All right, leg lifts. Ready? Go. Nice work, dude. Let's go. 30 seconds here. Doing great. Dig, dig, dig. 10 seconds. Come on. Doing great. Damn. 5 seconds. Come on. And time. Switch it up. Switch it up. Jeremy, we are definitely going to watch you struggle. Let's go, my friend. All right. Woohoo. Bend your knees, Liz. Ready, go. Let's go. Up. There we go. And typically what I like to do with my fighters, Jeremy, you go up and then you go down. And you hit. And then we go up and we go down. Finish strong. Let's go. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Let's see what the chat says.
And time. Woo. Again, celebrate for yourselves. Good job. Excellent. Guys, you can go ahead and take off a little bit of sip of water. All right, and yeah, we'll finish down with a little bit of cool down.
We're just doing stretches now. Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Great work, guys. As far as like conditioning and everything? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's important. I mean, like, and again, like being physically fit is, I think, a great way of building a little bit of mental empowerment too, right? A strong body and a strong mind. It's part of the reason why I brand is fusion martial arts. It's all about that connection right, between mind and body, because I think it's really important. Awesome. Well, yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and just spread out. You guys did a fantastic job. Thank you so much for letting me share, share something I'm really passionate about. Just finishing out again, active recovery, right when the body is at its peak, warm. Right, great opportunity to kind of elongate and stretch and take care of our body. So we'll go ahead. On top of Taekwondo, I love playing sports, love video game as well, but I do like doing a little bit of yoga as well, just because like there's so much harmony and similarity between martial art and yoga. So if we want to go into this traditional position for me, please. All right, we'll just focus on recovery now. And so fluid breath in through the nose, and then out through the mouth. And then from here, hips are going to hang back, and then hands are going to come forward, and we're going to go into our child's pose. Good. I'm just going to take you guys through just a little 5-minute stretch, all right, just for cool down. And then from here, we'll go ahead and press our hips forward, posting our arms, and then just driving our pelvis down to the ground. We can do a little bit of sway. And again, it's just all about getting that heart rate back down now. Good. We'll go one more time, just rocking our hips back into that child's pose, maybe elongating out a little bit more with our arms so we can get a stretch into right behind our shoulder blade. All right, and again, pressing those hips forward into our cobra stretch. We're bringing our head a little bit higher, a little more proud. Push through, did something new. We survived. Yeah. All right. All right, from here, we're going to press into the palms of our hand and then roll back and drive our heels down to the ground. I'm just going to do a side profile for reference so you guys can see, but then pedaling out, bending one knee and the other, and then both, and just playing around with those different positions. And this time, staying up on the balls of our feet, we're going to drive our hips down one more time so we can get a little bit deeper stretch into the oblique. Dipping our hip one side, letting our shoulder come forward, our opposite pull back. And then back to center. And one more time, pressing into the palms, driving those heels down to the ground, pedaling out. From here, again, I'm just gonna go side profile so you guys can look for reference, but we're gonna go ahead and flatten out our back and then drive our right knee into our chest. So 3 points of contact, 2 hands, 1 foot. All right, and then here's gonna be our challenge, Jeremy. We're gonna extend that leg up off of our glute to the ceiling as high as we can. You see it, Lizzie? Yeah. Now do it. Your best. Great job, guys. From there, we're gonna bend that knee like our round kick to open up and get a stretch into our oblique as well as our front side hip. And hold here, 5 seconds. It's tough. 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen for me. From here, that right leg is gonna step all the way up to the right hand. So again, now we have 4 points of contact, but that right foot, I'm just gonna join you guys for facing. All right, our right foot is posted. From here, our right hand is gonna come off the ground. We're gonna stack shoulders vertically, roll out the wrist, open and close the hands, and then focusing on driving that left hip down to the ground. From there, we're gonna take that right hand, we're gonna thread the needle through, so directly under our hamstring of our right leg, we're gonna thread needle through, and we're gonna drop a little bit lower and getting a stretch into our glute. And then we're gonna bring body back. Our left knee is gonna touch down, our right leg is gonna swing back, and we're gonna return back to that child's pose. And we're gonna do the same sequence on the other side of body, guys. So again, hips come forward, into our cobra, press into the palms, roll back, drive our heels down to the ground, pedal out a little bit. And then right from there, flattening out the back, but this time now with our left leg, our knee drawing in to our chest, kicking and extending off of our glute. High hold here for 10. From here, that left leg is gonna bend like our round kicks. We're gonna let it fall, opening up the front side hip, opening up the core. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna kick out. That left leg is gonna swing all the way up to that left hand. Left hand is gonna come off. So again, back to 3 points of contact. And then our left shoulders are gonna, or excuse me, our left shoulder is gonna stack on top of our right. Open and close. Drive and drop that right hip down. And then take that left hand and thread the needle through so we can dip and get a little bit of stretch into our backside groin as well as the exterior of our left hip. Good. Unthread from there. Our right knee is going to go down. Our left leg is going to come up. We're going to bring posture up. And then from here, we're just going to post hands. All right, a little bit dynamic motion, but now we're going to open the hips up. All right, and we're going to just from here work a little bit of side splits. So now rotating the hip over, all right, and then taking our left hand and going over our left leg. So I'm going to just adjust. All right, but here,
I don't know if I got this one.
if we need to, all right, that was my foot. My right knee will go down. So that one hand is there. And then again, just focusing on that dip and drop as low as we can go. We're just gonna kind of find our happy space here, about 30 seconds. Big discipline I want is the lead leg straight, lead leg straight. That's what I want. All right. I think that was the theme of today's. I was just trying to make Jeremy cry. From here, all right, we go back to center and then to the other side. So taking that right hand, going over, and then just dropping. All right, excellent. And then all right, return back to that child's pose for me, please. All right. And then bring body up. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Truly, I had a great time. I personally, I was very nervous, just not sure of like what we were getting into. It was very organic to just kind of be reached out to and asked. So hopefully, I gave you my best, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope everyone enjoyed it at home or online, wherever you guys are watching from. I feel like it wouldn't be martial art appropriate if I didn't do a final challenge. And so I think it'd be really cool to give Emma a challenge to break a board. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I didn't grab my wood for breaking today, but I think it's a very thematic thing within martial arts. So we have a rebreakable board with different levels of difficulty for an adult female. We have a blue board as kind of a difficulty or a challenge. Jeremy will help me hold it, and Emma, with you doing that, we will officially earn our white belt. So our final board break challenge.
Yeah.
All right. So Jeremy, if you could hold that, and then Lizzie, so that way we can finish out as a team. All right, Lizzie, you're gonna help your sister out, set her up for success. So Lizzie, if you could come here, Emma, we're gonna get just a couple practices. The big thing that I want us to focus on when we're finishing out is contact point with the ball of the foot. So making sure we're pulling the toe line back. We're gonna do our front kick. So it's gonna be here. Lizzie, if you need to, 2 hands is great. A little bit of an angle, because Jeremy, that's the way that we're gonna hold, and we'll practice that in a sec. But the back leg coming through, and then again, contact with the ball of the foot. The objective with board breaking, and I think board breaking, again, it's very thematic for martial arts. Does it have any real world practicality? No, probably not. But it's cool, it's a fun little challenge. But understanding the objective of going through a target. That really needs to be the mindset. Earlier we were talking about on the bag, same mindset. You're not hitting at your target, you're going through your target if you really want these strikes and these kicks to count. And so, all right, final time to get to beat up your sister a little bit. And then Jeremy, what we're gonna do, so if you wanna practice for me right now, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cross our arms on the side. We wanna be thumbless. So we kind of create like a door hinge essentially for Emma. And so when she kicks through, then it's going that way. Exactly. We want to lock. Yep. We want to lock elbows and then slightly lean, so we have a good resistance as well.
Okay.
All right. One more. Hit hard. Yeah. Excellent. All right. And it is a challenge. All right. Precision is really important. So when we strike, we want to be aiming right in the midpoint.
Okay.
All right. I want a good fluid breath in, hard exhale out, and then we fire it out. Purpose and power. Your target again is not here. It's here.
Okay.
But hit the board first. All right. Hit the board first. All right, breath in. All right, and when you're ready, ma'am. All right, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, excellent. All right, and so.
Ooh.
I think with that showcase and skill, I think it is appropriate for us to earn our white belt. White belt is a symbol of pure, new knowledge gained. And again, truly, thank you so much for the opportunity to teach and to share something that I'm passionate about. And so, Emma, facing this way, respectful bow, and you'll bring arms out like a tree. All right. All right, excellent. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, wholeheartedly. All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have a hand for our host.
Yeah, I
Last in the
appreciate it.
chat.
Yeah.
Over the top. Woo! Do you want to attempt to break it? Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. We all enjoyed it, right, Lizzie? Yeah. So thank you for being here today, and it's been fun. Yeah.
You're the fun to actually finish the stream.
Mike, could you just end the stream for me, please? But thank you for being here. And Marcus, right? Is that your name? Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Master Marcus. So thank you for hosting us. It's been really fun. We haven't done anything like this before, so it's been really enjoyable. So
Anytime you guys are in town, I'd love to have you guys back.
yeah, thank you. All right, bye everyone. Yeah, bye everybody. Bye.